Hey Wanderers, and welcome back to Outlaws Wanted. Last time, the crew of the Honor had to pick up the pieces after the assault on the Chaos stronghold. Armed with the evidence of Chaos's interference on every planet in the Interstellar Council, the crew must try to convince the Supreme Councilor of the impending threat. At first, this meeting went well, until the Supreme Commander locked them in his office, and in a public meeting, Chaos was given a seat on the Interstellar Council. Escape is now the only option, as the Interstellar Council has been taken over by Chaos. Alright, picking up where we left off last time, there was a little puff, and the door swung open. What's everyone doing?
So there's a computer on his desk, right?
Yes, there's a computer on his desk.
Can I try to access it to see if there's any information on Grizzle or Rex?
It make me an investigation check.
Does that use Sharp?
It sure does.
That's a 7.
So there is information. Okay, so you type in like Rex and Grizzle, and you do find mention, like a report of them being discovered, but nothing else.
Okay, cool. I relay that to the team real quick and then...
Great. Well, I think time to go?
Time to go.
All right, so how is this happening? Are you guys just like, the door poofed and you're all running, or are you trying to like walk like you belong? Tell me what this looks like.
I think we would be walking like we belong.
Yeah.
Unless someone starts chasing us. That's my thought.
Act under pressure, everybody.
12.
13.
Well, fine.
How much camaraderie do we have, folks?
None.
None.
No, I fail. I have 6.
Oh.
And I got a 7.
So you're all trying to walk like you belong out of this place?
Were there any guards or anything stationed outside the door?
No, there weren't. And you make it to the end of like the first of a labyrinth of hallways between you and the way out of this building when you hear footsteps both in front of you and behind you. And you see many people in Interstellar or Council guard clothing closing in on either side of the hallway. As soon as they see you, they start leveling weapons. Are you guys going to try to engage or just try to like run while shooting?
I think we break into a run.
Yeah.
Okay, make me some more act under pressure.
10.
9.
8.
Also an 8.
All right, so as soon as you see them, you start sprinting. They all level weapons, but no one starts firing. You're kind of in a fairly dense office area. As you sprint, you can tell that you're picking up more and more and more tails. Like, all of a sudden from everywhere, every time you turn a corner and start making your way closer to the lobby of this building, you can see more guards pouring out of more rooms. Your paths are getting cut off by other people all screaming and trying to grab at you, and you finally make it down to the actual lobby of this building. At this point, most other pedestrians have cleared out, and you start actually taking some fire from behind as everyone that rolled under a 10 takes 1 damage. Who was that?
Me.
So you all take a little bit of damage as like occasional blaster fire maybe like clips an arm, or you know, like something like you get a little bit of debris hit on you, or just the act of sprinting out of this place is like stumbling and falling as you make it out of the building.
did we get a way to contact Camilla?
Yeah, you can have comms back to your ship.
Oh, she's on our ship still?
Yes. Yeah, you just left her there.
Oh, I didn't realize she was there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna contact the ship and be like, Camilla, trouble. It was a trap. The council just admitted Chaos to the Interstellar Council. We are being chased and fired out.
Yeah, I saw the broadcast. Also, did you miss the part where they kind of blamed the Keepers and said that they were going to handle threats within and without? I think I'm considered a threat from within.
Yeah, we kind of got the space out of there as soon as we could.
Well, good news. Get back to the ship as quick as you can.
Camilla, real quick, just for reference, your boss is, how do you say, a dick.
Yeah, also not my boss anymore. I think I quit, so that ship has sailed.
Cool, would you like a job with the Outlaws?
Less talking, more running.
I was about to do that, but I was like, maybe not the right time. But of course, Sully would do it immediately.
Right as you say that, another barrage of blaster fire fires all around you, and then one large stake hits right in the ground in front of you and then disappears. All right, everyone, make me some more act under pressure rolls.
How are we gonna get away? Because like we took a train to get here.
You sure did.
That's an 8.
11.
8.
Also an 11.
So you all sprint out of this building. They did not expect you to be able to get out of that room. They thought this was going to be like literally just go there and arrest or kill you, and that was going to be it. So you've managed to get out into like the plaza area between the council chambers and the rail station. The rail runs automatically and continuously, so right as soon as you run up there, you manage to jump on board a tram, and you're basically all just standing on this tram waiting for the doors to slide shut, and right before they do, 2 council guard people smash into the train. One of them is carrying a particle magnetism weapon. The other one is carrying, like, the large stake throwing thing, and both of them begin attacking you.
If we are just standing there waiting for them to come, basically, Vi's gonna have her gun out and ready for when they smash through.
Okay, roll some blast some baddies.
That is a 10.
Okay, what are the tags on your weapon at a 10? Is it aim?
Accurate.
Okay, both of these people smash into the train and they both start attacking immediately. It's very fast. They know what they're about. And this is also a very small train car. So as soon as one of them busts in, you start returning fire, but you immediately take a stake to the shoulder that disappears as soon as it hits you, and you take 2 damage.
Dang it.
All right, everybody else, what you doing?
I am chucking a chuckable bomb. That's a 9.
All right, and what tag do you want to use on your chuckable bomb?
There's nothing appropriate.
Okay, you throw a bomb, but as soon as you do, the person with the particle magnetism weapon, like, already sprints forward and slashes, doing 2 damage.
Ow.
But the bomb blows up behind them, knocking them out and throwing them forward onto the ground. And the tram creaks and starts to work its way out of the station.
Oh, so these guys are done?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Trying to do faster combat.
I'm going to retroactively say that when we saw the people running towards the thing, Malcolm was just sitting down on the bench, just chilling. He's like, yeah, they've got it.
Be fine.
When this is over, Vi, like, doesn't slump into his seat, but is, like, leaning against one of those, like, poles that they have so that there's handholds up above, and is just, like, trying to hang on. She is very hurt.
Yeah, you all are.
Vi, are you okay?
Honestly, I'm really struggling right now.
Well, how about this? If we run into any more bad guys, you can just go find some cover. I don't want, like, you've already died once this year. We don't need that to happen again.
I mean, I'm not going to guarantee that, Captain. More important that we all get to the ship.
I just don't want to lose you again.
Well, then let's make sure we take them out before they can hit us.
All right.
Vika, I'm getting a little worried about you, and may I offer you a bit of advice?
Oh boy.
Sure, Sully.
Have you tried not getting hit by the bullets?
You know, I will take that into consideration.
Okay, I mean, it seems obvious, but with how much you've been being hurt you seem to have a devil-may-care attitude with your body right now.
I don't know if I'd call it that.
Vika, do you want me to heal you?
I don't know.
I'll heal her for 2 points. Does anyone want to try to give me camaraderie before I do this?
I can. What do I have to do? Support a friend?
I was wondering if I already kind of did by like kind of seeing to Vi immediately after she got hit.
Oh, yeah. Talking to Vika?
You can just roll the support a friend.
Well, that is an 8.
Okay, so you get 1, Sully.
That's not enough. I do 8, so she heals 2, I hurt 2.
Okay.
Okay, but we do have 1 camaraderie point.
So, just for everyone keeping score at home, Sully and Vika are at 4 health, Jyla has 3 health, Malcolm has 5 health.
So as you're riding on this tram, again, you get a beautiful, clear view of the entire city. Immediately, you can see movement. Ships are flying far more frequently and taking off far more frequently than they were before. It feels like the city has suddenly become alive and ants are swarming everywhere. If you look up towards the sky, you can actually start seeing, like, large spacecraft that were in orbit taking flight and flying out of orbit and off into space.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
How long did this train trip take to get, like, on the first trip we took to get there?
I would say that the train trip probably takes something like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay. And does that include walking from the ship? How long would we have expected to, once we're on a train, to be back at the ship?
So you have to go train, central station, train, ship. I would say 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Walking back to the ship maybe takes 10 to 20.
Gosh, so we're looking at like almost 2 hours.
Yeah. It's not instant, super fast. It takes some time, and especially since you're walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify the ships that we're seeing, the city, you said the city's like come alive. Are the ships that we are seeing going directly from the planet to atmosphere, or is this just like they're all of a sudden moving on planet?
There are ships that are working their way through breaking atmosphere. Like, you can see trails and heating, like, there are ships just blasting straight into space. This is weird.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
I'm gonna do something, and if you guys like vehemently object to what I'm about to do, I can like undo it and not have done it. So
Go for it.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get on the comm again to our ship.
Are you trying to talk to Camilla?
Yes.
Hello?
Camilla. So we're not doing well. We're on the train now, but it's gonna be a while to get till we get there. The most important thing here is that the Outlaws know what's happened here and can be prepared for it. So I say go. I just say leave. Like take off. Go to the Outlaws base, and like it'll be in the nav computer. You should be able to find it, because I don't know if we're gonna make it back to you.
Are you telling me to take your ship? Well, all right, I'll level with you. I think right now we're the only keepers who aren't in imminent threat of death. So yeah, we could use some help. Good luck. Find the ship, I guess. And the comm line goes dead.
Are you serious, Mal?
So the most important thing is that we can if we can get those keepers to Homestead, they can help with what's coming.
Yeah, that's fine, but how do we get off?
I say we get off the next stop and find a ship somewhere. We were not going to make it back to our ship. It's too far away. You saw all that activity out there.
Yeah, but do you think they can handle getting the ship out through atmosphere, past everybody else, and back to Homestead?
I mean, the keepers seem capable.
I guess the idea is to go when there's kind of a commotion. Maybe there's a lot of ships leaving. They might not notice another little one.
I'm more concerned about us leaving here and trying to commit Grand Theft Spaceship, while we are being hunted by the police is my concern.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy for us either.
I mean, I feel there is one other option, though, I feel like we have, instead of committing Grand Theft Spaceship.
What's that?
We find Grizzle now.
I mean, do we have any leads? We don't know anything more about Grizzle and Rex than we did this morning, right? Or are you just saying they're our only ticket off this ship, off this planet?
Thanks to Captain Malcolm Llewellyn, I think that's our only ticket off.
Sully, when you looked on the computer, did you see where and when they were spotted? Like, was it today or...
Cody?
When you found a report of them being... Like, you just found a report of them?
Yeah, did it have a date stamp on it?
It would have been around the time that he went missing.
No, nothing really useful other than they were on this planet.
Okay, so we don't have any leads there. How do we find them?
Can I use space magic?
Yeah, you can try to do something weird.
And at the same time, while he's doing that, I'm gonna get on comms, not expecting a result, and be like, Grizzle, Rex, if you can hear this, we need help. We need to get off this planet. Just basically sending it out toward like on their normal communications frequency. So it's like encrypted and whatnot, but... Okay,
so what I'll say is the call answers and you hear nothing. It's like dead line, but the call did go through.
I got a 7.
And that was a 7 to what? Detect?
To, like, basically see if I can find their life force.
You reach out with your mind to try to find the life force of your comrades. And when you do, all that you are faced with the overwhelming sense of is like the sickness that comes from touching chaos, similar to what you did before. Like, that's all you can really sense right now on this planet.
All I am really getting from my spagic, if you will, is...
I still won't.
That I'm getting so much interference from chaos that I really can't reach out and really find anything. It's hard enough finding you guys, and I know where you guys are sitting on this tram, let alone trying to find someone where we don't know where they are.
Well, then I guess we're gonna have to hotwire a spaceship.
All right, I'm ready for anything, Vodka.
The tram clunks as it reaches the main hub of Avis's public transportation system. As soon as all of you get off of this tram, it immediately leaves, and you know in moments a tram will come from behind you, filled with probably a lot of guards ready to arrest you. The scene in front of you could not be more different. At first, this was just a regular, bustling terminal. Now, what you see more than anything else is guard uniforms everywhere you look. This place is absolutely full of in-uniform council guard people, armed and pacing back and forth, guarding exits and entrances, just generally keeping an eye on the place. The other thing that you would immediately notice is all of the screens that were originally showing just a plethora of advertisements for all kinds of different things are now showing wanted posters for all of you.
Is there anybody around with the armbands? Or no, this is all like really official people?
This is all official people.
Okay.
Sneaking by doesn't seem like a good option, an option we really have.
You can try to sneak by. It's totally an option.
Is there any like shipyard closer than the one that we were docked at?
You were not docked at a shipyard. The nearest shipyard would be the docks of this planet.
Oh, where we originally were.
Yes.
And then we moved.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep, and you just have to try to steal one of those ships.
Okay, yeah, I think we go for whatever exit or tram terminal would be headed there.
And you're just trying straight. We're just gonna walk with purpose and hope no one looks at us.
Can we create a distraction to help us with that?
You definitely can, yeah.
Yes, Jyla can.
Jyla, can you light this tram on fire?
I thought you never asked, Doc.
I like how they had that long, heartfelt conversation about how Jyla's better at good at things and more than just blowing stuff up. And then the whole next day, blow stuff up.
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to blast some baddies or use my mad chemist roll, which does AoE damage?
We can do blast some baddies, and then maybe we need to reevaluate some of these mechanics, but we can just do blast some baddies for right now.
Okay. Ooh, that's an 11.
Okay, so this works out really well. Before the tram leaves, you just chuck one of your bombs hurriedly into it, and at the tram is moments out of the gate, you're all already moving, and the tram explodes. Immediately, every guard in this place, who are all very green and very new to this, all raise weapons, turn towards it. Some of them actually just start firing randomly at the exploded tram. It's just
at the train
pandemonium as all of you are trying to get your way to a tram to take you to the docks. So, everyone, make me an act under pressure roll.
Do we get an advantage because they're distracted?
Yes, you all get +2 on this. Yeah, this was a really good distraction. This was a good idea.
I got a 10 then.
11.
Also 11.
12.
Woo!
Okay, perfect. You managed, like I said, the tram system runs automatically, so it's not like you have to talk to a conductor and buy a ticket. You just get on board and it leaves. So as soon as this thing explodes, you guys are just running, and you manage to get to one right as the doors are sliding shut, and you start rocketing your way towards the docks of the city.
Did anybody follow us? Do we notice if any of them saw which way we went?
Make me a investigation check.
That's a 10. Fantastic.
The gate slides shut and it starts to move away. The tram's empty. Transportation is definitely being controlled at this point. Not a lot of people are moving around, and you're like, we got away scot-free. This will be fine. The plan seems possible. Right as you think that, though, you look up into the sky, and you see a ship flying through atmosphere across the top of the city, which is very strange to see. Like I said, generally that implies an attack. Spaceships in atmosphere are not common. Usually they would use the gravity elevators to avoid the need to fly through atmosphere. So you can see heat burning off of this ship. It's clearly not meant to be flying here, and you immediately recognize it as Grizzle's ship flying to meet the tram.
Hey!
I guess we found Grizzle.
All right, so how do we get to him?
Try calling him, Mel.
So yeah, I get on the comms. Grizzle, is that you there?
The line picks up and there's no answer.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
We're out of options we like, if you ask me.
Well, we either try to flag him down and jump on his ship, or we make our way to the the elevator and try and get a ship from there.
What I'm worried about is if he's been corrupted by chaos.
Well, then we slug him and we take the ship and go home.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
So how mechanically can we get to him? Because we're on a moving train.
The tram is moving very fast, and he has not caught up yet with your ship. He has not caught up yet with the tram. Like, the ship is actually pretty far in the distance, but you can just, like, again, it's really weird to see a ship like this flying across the city. Like, imagine if you saw a space shuttle just flying over New York. It's weird. It's like not what it feels like. You should not be seeing this. So the whole time you're on the tram, you don't have any control over it, and the ship is slowly gaining on you as it is moving faster than this maglev tram. The doors bing, and you are let off onto the now totally deserted docks as Grizzle's ship is still flying straight towards all of you.
So are we in a position where the ship could see us?
You don't really have a way of, line of sight, yes. Visually, you could see each other.
Okay. I was wondering if Jyla could make like a flare to signal him.
You can. I'm trying to decide what kind of role that should be. Let me look through the playbook here, because I like that. I will call it use your head, roll sharp to be smart to fix a problem.
Yeah, that sounds good. That is a 9.
You quickly throw one of your bombs up in the air, and it's kind of like a signature thing that your bombs maybe blow up in a very specific way. So you chuck it up in the air, it explodes, and immediately blaster fire rips across the ground, doing 1 damage to you.
From the ship?
From the ship.
Oh, okay.
And you said that the hangar is completely empty, right?
Sorry, let me make that very clear. The hangar is empty of people. There are ships everywhere.
Okay.
This is a very full parking garage.
Okay. Something tells me we're not going to want to get on Grizzle's ship.
Yeah, I think he's been compromised, or that's not Grizzle on that ship.
I would agree. Next best ship, pick a pretty one.
Next best ship. Vi goes to, I would say something kind of similar to ours.
So what you get to do here is give me a 1-word description of the ship you want.
Hardy.
Okay, I like that. You start running through, and there's like a lot of very useless ships to you guys, right? Like pleasure craft, like luxury ships, or clearly just big cargo ships that are basically floating targets that aren't expecting to take a lot of fire. Eventually, you find what would be like a very long-haul transport ship that is armored and armed, so it is meant to take some damage, and it is meant to be able to defend itself a little bit. Someone has to make me a roll to steal this ship.
I can use my my tools.
Yep, I agree with that. I'll give you a +1 for using your tools, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I just make it. It's a 7.
Okay. So with a 7, you bust onto the ship like you're literally just ripping bolts out of doors to get yourself on board this ship. So you get on board, you're like, great, I'm all set, and immediately another round of blaster fire rips across the ship, doing a little bit of damage to it.
To the ship?
To the ship, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which we're gonna kick over to ship status, and your ship has taken 2 damage. Also, what I'm gonna say is this ship only has 1 weapon, so I'm gonna highlight in red that it only has 1 weapon. And it doesn't have a teleporter room, but everything else would basically be the same.
Okay.
All right, so you are on board a new stolen ship, making your way slowly up the elevator. Where's everyone sitting? What's everyone doing?
Do I need to fix whatever we took off to get into the ship?
I'll say you doing that. You also put it back on. You didn't like leave an open door or anything like that.
What can the science terminal do again, Cody?
It says so basically what you can do there is create trouble or fix trouble.
It doesn't say that on the sheet. It's missing there.
Is it?
It is. I'm adding it right now. That's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go to the science terminal, and I want to create some trouble.
All right. Tell me what that is.
So I rolled an 11. What I want to do is I want to deflect all of their incoming like radar off of us. So basically, they can't get a lock on to us to shoot us. So instead of being able to like auto lock like the ship's usual function, they now have to like be manually shooting at us.
Sure.
I think Jyla's gonna find her way up to the gunnery station and just get familiar with their guns.
Are you going to be returning fire at this point?
If we get shot at, yeah.
We've been shot at twice.
I mean, we have. I didn't know if we had on our ship. You know what I mean?
The ship has been hit once.
Oh, yeah. If I can go, I'll return fire at Grizzle's ship. That is a 14.
Okay, so with that, you're going to do 2 damage as you are firing at Grizzle's ship. So yeah, you can see most of the bolts at this point are being absorbed by his shields, but, you know, it's slowly weakening the shields and beginning to do damage.
And Mal's going to make his way up to the helm. So what do we need to do to get this ship to go?
I mean, you can fly the ship. It's flyable at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get up to the helm then and start a flying.
All right, so do you want to avoid damage, escape combat, create trouble, fix trouble?
Well, the thing is, we need to get away, but we're in this, like, hangar.
We need to kill that other ship, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... Escaping combat isn't what we want to do. We want to take out that ship because we want Grizzle and Rex and all the rest of them back. At least in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that, too.
I agree.
But we're also, like, stuck in this hangar. I guess we could just keep trading shots back and forth, but...
When I say you're stuck in the hangar, it's not like you're literally bolted to the ground. You can fly the ship. You are flying right now in a hangar, but you're still flying. You know what I mean?
I guess I'm not really imagining what this hangar is really like. I guess I didn't...
Like, imagine if you were driving out of a parking garage.
Okay.
You can still drive out of the parking garage. It's hard, but you can do it. It's just that's where we're at, you know?
Oh, okay.
You're in the ship equivalent of a parking garage.
Okay. I guess I thought it was like an enclosed thing that there's not an easy way to get from inside to
There's
atmosphere.
Not, but it's not impossible that, like, you're doing that, but you can avoid damage while doing that.
Okay.
That's just not a move. That's just what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
You don't have to roll for back out of a parking spot.
I think it's just our first move is to exit the parking garage.
Okay, then in that case, I want to avoid damage.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do some evasive maneuvers to keep, like, the lowest profile towards the other ship as possible.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Nice.
I rolled perfect and I get a +2.
Okay, so you are now flying your way out of... So this is like the gravity elevator area leads down to this hangar. So you're kind of in like this weird, constantly floating up, slow speed through the atmosphere. So is Grizzle's ship as you guys are dancing back and forth, trading blaster fire as you try to slowly make your way out of atmosphere. What is Vika doing?
Vika goes straight to their engine room, and she is going to create trouble or escape combat. I don't know which one it would be considered. But basically, she's going to try and warp the engine a bit so that we can blast out of here when we're ready.
Okay.
That is an 8.
Okay. So with an 8, you create the tag. Sorry. Create the positive tag of sped up, but doing so is going to remove the radar scramble.
Is that like once we use it?
So hard move can be for me to fix one of the negative status effects. So you boosting your engines has basically made it easy for them to see you again now. So the next time through combat, they won't have that negative status anymore, is all that means.
Okay.
Well, you're flying your way out of here. You only take 1 damage as another volley of lasers smashes into your ship. Well, you're slowly making this ascent. You get you guys, like personally, not your ship, gets a hail.
I answer it. Hello, this is Captain Malcolm Llewellyn.
So I think I just saw Grizzle's ship flying back towards the city.
Yeah, we're kind of fighting it right now. I've been trying to call, hail them, and I'm just met with silence. Our working theory right now is that Grizzle and his crew have been corrupted by chaos, and we need to destroy that ship.
That would track? Well, let me tell you what. So here's what's going on my end. No sooner did we start trying to take your ship than Grizzle was there, about ready to open fire on us with his ship. Then all of a sudden, he just took off, flying towards the center of the city. So, I'm following, I guess, and I can provide some assistance, but more than that, there's something else. All the keepers on the planet right now are trying to escape, and they are being met with, let's say some opposition out in space. So if you could maybe help us escape, that would be good.
So let me make sure I understand what you just said. You said Grizzle showed up.
Yes.
And took our ship.
No, he was in his own ship.
No, he was in his own ship.
Yes.
So it was Grizzle. Did he look? How did he look? Did he look strange at all?
He was in his ship.
So you didn't see him.
Sorry, Grizzle was waiting for them in his ship. Like, they tried to take off, and as soon as they got in the air, Grizzle was there hovering over the ship, like waiting to open fire on it. The pulling the curtain back here, what happened is when you started trying to call Grizzle, he realized you weren't on board your own ship and flew to come and kill you guys. So you remember when you were on the train and you started trying to call Grizzle and the line answered?
Yeah.
And that was when he stopped trying to attack your ship, the Honor, and flew to try to find where you were.
I'm just trying to figure out why Grizzle is fighting us if he's not corrupted. Maybe he is corrupted.
Why do you think he's not corrupted?
The way Camilla said that, it sounded like she saw him and didn't see...
She did not see him. Sorry, his ship.
Oh, okay. All right, now I'm following. Okay, so what's their status then? What's Camilla's status and the people she's with?
They're making their way to you guys, but other keepers outside of the planet are being attacked.
Okay.
So basically, once you get out of this gravity elevator, it's going to be into a large ship combat up in space where keepers are trying to escape the planet, like en masse.
Okay, Camilla. Camilla, we'll do the best we can. We're currently in combat with this ship, but once we get out of atmosphere, we'll help as best we can.
Can I make a science roll?
You can.
That's a 7. This is very not real science, but can I hack into their system and make their it's like the equivalent of making something magnetic for bullets, except it's energy weapons, so it pulls blaster fire more to them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you could if you polarize their hull or something.
Right. Basically, I'm polarizing their hull, so it draws fire to their ship. So Gyla has to be less accurate.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Either Gyla's less accurate, or it can do more damage, whichever you prefer.
Yep, that is fine. That happens. Well, everyone basically rolls at this point. So the way ship combat works, you guys all roll at once.
Oh yeah.
And you can use any of the positive status effects that apply to you.
I got a 6, and I don't see any positive status effects to help me.
We have 1 camaraderie point.
Easy to hit.
Oh, easy to hit.
Easy to hit.
Oh, that's easy to hit them. Yes, okay. Yeah, I'll use that and get a 7.
Okay. Vika?
I want to do something in the engine room to create trouble, but I'm just not sure what.
I mean, you can always boost one of the tags that you've already made.
If mine is still up, then I'll boost that tag.
Okay.
7.
Malcolm, what you doing?
So Malcolm is still at the helm. He wants to... we don't have any trouble on us right now.
You do not.
I think he's just going to keep trying to avoid damage because he knows that there's more fight coming after this, and he needs to save as much of this ship as he can for what's coming next.
Yep.
That is an 8.
You're almost to the top of the gravity elevator at this point that gets you out of the atmosphere of the planet. As you're looking up into what is now space, you can already see most of the massive battleships that have been amassed around the planet are all warping away. So you can see bright swirls of purple out in space as these larger vessels are taking off. You can still see a steady swarm of vessels ferrying back and forth to those that are up in space. But mostly what you see aside from that is many keeper vessels all trying to just get away from the planet. They're flying through atmosphere, just trying to escape, and several smaller other craft attacking all of those keeper vessels. So just so you understand this in terms of rules, the keeper vessels would be considered a silhouette of
Is it one below us?
No, so they would be cruisers. So the keeper vessels have a crew. They're slightly larger ships. They're the same size as the ship that you're on. The vessels attacking them would be drones or single fighter ships.
And that's the same. So that's the same size as the Honor, our ship. Those are all the same size?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're being attacked by a large number of smaller vessels. Basically, the way this is going to work out is Grizzle is attacking you. He is on board a larger ship that can do damage to you guys. Other than that, getting into combat with these single these drones work in like swarm rules, so like you're not really, they don't have specific damage that they're keeping track of, and you're just trying to save as many keepers as you can, and the more keepers you save, that changes the outcome of this, basically.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so as you're making your way onto this scene, you're still exchanging fire with Grizzle's ship. Again, right now, you guys are mostly still just taking damage to your shields, but by the time you have broken the gravity elevator, your shields have dropped. Grizzle's shields are still holding, but they're very badly damaged.
Can I try to take out some of the drones?
Yes, but right now the ship only has one gun, so do you want to target Grizzle's ship, or do you want to try to target the swarm that is attacking keepers?
So what I want to do is I want to use the science bay if I can.
Okay, just tell me how.
I was going to do it where, like, I assume like ships have like auto like or anti-collide things in them.
Yeah.
So that you don't accidentally like run into each other, and I wanted to turn that off for the drone ones that are zipping around.
So they like take out each other. Potentially.
Oh, okay. That's a cool idea.
Are we allowed to use camaraderie points on this or no?
Camaraderie. Yes, camaraderie is just camaraderie universally now.
Oh, okay. So I have a 9, everybody. Do we want to make it a 10?
I think so, honestly. If you're able to take out some of those drones, that's going to be... If we're able to try to do both, I think that it would be good.
Cool. I will use the one camaraderie we have, and get a 10 to turn off their anti-collision computer stuff.
Okay. You send out like a command pulse that interrupts a lot of that like auto targeting. You see a few ships smash into each other and explode, but mostly what you see is what was once like well coordinated, crippling attacks being done to these fleeing cruisers. Now those attacks are becoming more erratic, and the keepers are having a little bit of an easier time evading and returning fire and defending themselves. All right, everyone else roll.
Okay, I have a question. Can only one person be at a station at one time?
Yes.
Okay, my second question is, what I would like to do is I want to boost the gunnery, like, damage. Is there a way that I can do that from the engine room?
Yeah, you could, like, route more power and overcharge the guns.
That is what I would like to do with a 10.
I got a 10, so I will fire on Grizzle's ship.
Yeah, that's just a hit.
Yeah.
All right, and Malcolm.
Malcolm was going to continue to try to avoid damage and got a 4.
Oh no.
All right,
Hey,
well, let me tell
wait.
you
Well,
what.
I don't know if this would matter, but did you use speed up at all? Because that's what I was...
That would only get me to a 6.
That's
Darn.
true. Fortunately, literally no one else incited a hard move, so you don't take a lot of damage. So what happens here is you guys break atmosphere, and it's like perfectly lined up that Grizzle's ship flies right in front of the cannon as a massive surge of power blasts through it, and you can see his shields fail and like an explosion internal to the ship as it's clearly been damaged someplace internally. Basically what that means is you've taken one of his internal subsystems offline.
And we don't necessarily know what it is, right?
You don't know what it is, but I will know what it is, basically, is how that works.
We can figure it out if we go...
We could like investigate it.
From the comms or something?
Yes.
From...
I think it's a sensor
sensory
array.
array. We can...
All right. Oh, yeah, but while that happens, the Grizzle's ship does manage to turn and return fire on all of you, causing your shields to now drop totally. But no damage has been done internal to your ship yet. All right. At this point, you see the Honor flying, like break atmosphere nearby, and now is hovering in just space nearby. You get another hail, this time on your ship from Camilla. All right. So do you want me to help you, or do you want me to try to help the keepers? It's up to you.
help the keepers.
Yeah, I'd say go help the keepers.
All right. Everyone else, roll your combat. What's everyone doing?
I'm just gonna unless you guys can think of something better for Malcolm to be doing. I want to just keep trying to prevent damage.
I think that's good.
I think it's the only thing that's keeping us in the air right now.
Right, yeah.
Assuming I don't roll snake eyes. Did I have to is that a thing that snake eyes are different or something?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. That's what I rolled last time.
Right now, there's nothing different about rolling a double 6 or rolling a double 1.
So Sully's again trying to save the keepers and take out the drone, since he feels like we're doing pretty well with Grizzle's ship, with everyone else focusing on that. Basically, I want to do something similar, but he now targets their targeting computers and has them register all ships as hostile instead of just the hostile ships.
Okay, and
so now they just think everyone's an enemy. Everyone's a target. I rolled an 8.
Remind me again what that sped up thing does.
You're moving faster?
So I can use the... No, I meant like, what was it for? Like when, like, is it something I could use now?
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah. Moving faster.
And it doesn't
not
go away,
unless
right?
it goes away if I make a hard move to remove it. So if you'll notice, you used to have a hard move or a positive status called easy to hit, and that got removed because I made a hard move to do that.
Okay. So if I can use that +2, then I have an 11 to avoid damage.
Right. Damage is halved. That's good.
I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and overcharge those guns again with an... Oh, sorry, a 9, not an 8.
Okay.
I got a 9 to fire guns at Grizzle's ship.
Did you use the... did you use the overcharged?
No, I can use that.
Okay, so I'll let you make a decision here.
Okay.
This is kind of like a hard choice. Either overcharged is giving you extra damage, or overcharged is making it easier to hit, but it's not both.
Giving me extra damage.
You both at this point are now in no atmosphere, so immediately maneuvering becomes a lot faster and a lot more frantic as you're able to move with no gravity and no air screwing up your motions. You both are exchanging fire at this point, and your guns being crazy overcharged is doing yourselves a lot of good.
Woo!
But you both do damage to each other, and there is a sparking and a sputtering as the helm is damaged, as you guys take 1 damage to your ship.
I just see a massive thing of sparks in my face.
Yeah. The helm being damaged basically means that you're at a -1 using the helm.
Oh, it's just damaged, not destroyed. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't be in there working on it if Mal is in there using it,
If
right?
he is piloting, you cannot be fixing. Correct.
Okay.
He would have to get on a different subsystem, which it doesn't... There's no, like, movement time. You can just hop on a different one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, Vi jumps on the communicator. Mal, you want me to come take care of that, or you got it?
I think I'm good for now. So then the question is, do I try to fix it myself, or do I just keep using it and hope that doesn't get hit again?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Okay, so when you fired back into Grizzle's ship, you saw several pops, and you can see that his engines are no longer working particularly well.
Like, when he removed trouble, it went away completely, not dropped down by a tier?
I'm treating it as being removed completely, yeah.
Okay.
For right now, I might rethink that, but that's how I'm doing it for right now.
I am now hacking into their computers and giving them scramble orders.
Oh, so they're being ordered to fly away?
Well, or just instead of everyone's being ordered into a different formation.
Okay.
So I got a 7 on that.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna keep trying to avoid damage. Ooh, that is a 12.
I got an 11 to try and get that overcharge up on the guns again.
All right, well, you have the overcharge up.
Perfect. So I got a 12 on the guns.
This round goes exceptionally well for all of you. Grizzle's ship is already seeming to be not in good repair, and right as you're returning fire, at this point it almost feels like fish in a barrel as you're easily able to dodge around his now slower and slightly wounded ship, firing over and over and over again with your overcharged blaster. But right as that happens, there's a brief warning on the council in front of Malcolm, and he's just able to juke out of the way as one of the drones has caught wind of the fact that you're trying to hack their ships and is now attacking you.
Manually.
Yes.
I mean, that feels fair.
But you're able to avoid the damage.
6.
10, same thing.
Okay, so that was just a failure on your part, right?
Yeah, I was still targeting the drones and stuff, but clearly that failed.
Okay.
I got a 9. Can I use overcharge to make it a 10?
No, once you decided that was damage, that's damage now. So you're doing extra damage to Grizzle's ship, but...
Oh, okay.
Oh, so she has to once she decided once she can't change it each turn.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense for overcharge to suddenly now mean that the guns are more accurate. I don't think that makes sense.
I get it.
That's
I get
fair.
it.
I just wanted to make sure I understood how it worked.
All right, and Vika, what you doing?
I did an 8 to upping the overcharged again.
Okay. Cool. So what happens here is you're now kind of surrounded and most things are going well, right? Like you're mostly able to be dodging most of the attacks, but there are now 2 ships, even though Grizzle's is badly damaged. Yeah, Grizzle's ship at this point is fully incapacitated.
Yay!
His ship was already wounded and starting to not work properly anymore, and now it is just adrift as you were just spinning around it, peppering it with fire. But as you were doing this, the drone came in and was just... You guys weren't attacking it, so it had an opening to fire on your now shieldless ship, doing 2 damage. And... Alright, so the helm is offline, as again sparks fly in Malcolm's face, except this time now Malcolm also takes 1 damage, as it kind of like actually explodes and there's little bits of shrapnel flying all over the place. Other one that gets hit is the science terminal, also sparks and sputters and dies as it has been damaged. It's not offline, just dimmed.
Yeah, just damaged.
Yeah.
So I take a -1 whenever I use the science center unless I repair it.
You take a -1 unless you repair it, and right now you can't fly the ship until someone repairs it.
So is Grizzle's ship incapacitated?
Grizzle's ship is dead in the water. It can't do anything right now.
So is that 0 or is that in the 1 to 4 range?
No, that's 0. It can't fly.
So here, I mean, we need to blow that ship up, right, to kill everyone on board so that they can be slugged.
Yes.
Okay.
I completely agree with that.
Mal, you okay, or you want me to fix it?
Well, I think, I mean, it will need to be fixed, but right now, I think Grizzle's ship is pretty dead in the water. I can start working on this if you have stuff down there you need to do.
I mean, I can overcharge these guns one more time, try to give it a really hard punch to blow it up.
That's fine with me. But that's always fine with me.
How are the other ships looking, Cody? Like all the keeper ships and all, like, how's that fight going?
So fortunately, since you sent your old ship out to help, things are going better, and Zach, you've been doing a lot to help that combat. So, like, every once in a while, you are still seeing a keeper ship be destroyed, but they're not being destroyed in mass, since you guys did direct some of your resources to that fight.
Do we want to take care of the keeper first and then come back after Grizzle's ship? Because it's dead in the water and can't really go anywhere.
But they might have an opportunity to fix it, right? Or like to repair some stuff.
I mean, I guess so. If they are infected by chaos and they are hive-minded, I guess they could try to escape.
I'd say we blow it up right now.
All right,
Make sure Rex and Grizzle come back.
Oh, do I fix the science? No, I'll just keep using the science center. I'll keep trying to help the keepers in whatever way I can. Nope, I don't.
And was that a fail completely?
Yeah, it was a 6.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
So in order to fix a subsystem, is that fix trouble?
I want to say that there is a separate move for it, but I believe you're rolling plus smart. Let me check.
Oh, repair a subsystem. Yeah, sharp. Okay. I mean, criff or whatever what are our words that we use?
Gritch. Space.
I do not do that.
Was that another 6 or like 6 or lower?
Yeah, it would be a 6, yeah.
All right, and I rolled a 10 to overcharge that gun.
Please say you hit the...
I got a 7.
Woo! This was not a good round.
You guys are dead in the water and still being peppered by this other drone that is flying around you in circles, just ripping apart your ship at this point. But you take careful aim and manage to destroy completely Grizzle's ship. Like, you hit it right in the engines, there's like an overloading pulse, and it is destroyed in a purple cloud. I'm removing the overcharge status because of a hard move, and your ship takes 2 damage as this other one continues peppering it.
So I had a question. You said I took damage last time. I thought you didn't take damage until 1
You
to
know
4.
what? You're right. I'm sorry. You're totally right.
Oh, yeah.
You should not have taken that damage. I thought I was going to do it where if a subsystem is destroyed, you take damage, but that's not the case.
Okay, I took it off.
All right. So unfortunately, what happens there is your ship is just... like, the sensor array is at this point completely taken offline immediately. And since now this is in the band where wait, no, it's not yet.
Next time we get hit.
Next time you guys get hit, that's going to be taken as crew damage.
Yep.
Sorry, that's what I was checking. So, back around to all of you.
All right, Vi, I'm having trouble getting this helm back online. I think you probably better take a look at it.
All right, I'm on my way.
All right, roll to get the helm back online.
And then what should I do in the meantime?
Can you support a friend?
You can.
Is there that in ship combat?
There can be, yeah.
Okay, so I can... Well, I probably shouldn't see the fact that Mandy's dancing before I decide if I'm going to try to help support a friend.
It doesn't matter. You just get camaraderie, and anyone can spend it anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I would have been doing. That narratively makes sense.
Yeah.
So would that be Sharp in this case, I guess?
Yeah, that would make sense. If you're trying to help her technically, then Sharp. If you're trying to help her emotionally, Cool.
So that would be an 11.
All right, so how are you helping?
So I'm basically like kind of pointing out all the different pieces that I like as I was trying to fix it. I was noting all the different problems I was having, trying to get it rewired correctly, and kind of identifying key areas to her.
All right. And what's everyone else doing?
That's a 10 to fix it.
Okay.
9 on the guns.
And what are you firing at? The ship that's attacking you?
Yes.
Can she use that camaraderie immediately?
Yeah.
We do have 2 points.
Well, if you're not going to use it, Caitlin, you can use it. I'll use it to get up to a 10. I'll use both of them to get up to a 10 for mucking with the other drone systems that are attacking the keepers. So
The sensor array is offline. Oh, no, you're at the science terminal.
out of the science terminal.
Which is damaged, yeah.
Do you want the camaraderie, Caitlin, or no?
You can take it.
Okay, so we have 0 camaraderie again.
All right, so you have 0 camaraderie. The ships that were attacking the keepers are getting more and more confused as you guys are able to finally pick off this drone that's been worrying you. Unfortunately, your ship takes 1 more damage, which is done to all of you as well. And the medbay is damaged.
Of course.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, this one has a med bay?
Oh, I guess it doesn't have a medbay, which would mean the engine room would be damaged because it wraps around. All right, so the engines are damaged as again your ship is hailed.
I answer it. Hello, this is Malcolm.
It's Camilla again. So I think most of the keepers that are going to escape at this point have escaped, but we need to get out of here now.
That's good. Yeah, we're kind of in some bad shape here, so we'll join you.
All right, so you see the Honor pull up beside you. You can see from the battle that it has had, it is in rough shape. There are clearly no more shields up. It looks like it has been used as just a shield to absorb blaster fire. Like one of the guns is hanging loose. It is in rough shape as a purple aura surrounds you and you all jump to hyperspace and leave.
Single tear falls from Micah's face.
While you're doing this, you can see a report from the battle as what looks like about half of the keepers were able to escape alive. The rest of them were shot down attempting to flee.
Are they all heading to Homestead?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
But more importantly, even now, while you're in phased hyperspace flying back towards Homestead, you can already see that the border between the Imposition and the Galactic Alliance has erupted in reports of attacks from the Interstellar Council that has at this point seemed to fully have gone to war with those other 2 factions. Like that border between the Imposition and the Galactic Alliance that was tentatively peaceful, has now just erupted into a 3-faction battle.
Oh gosh, okay.
As all 3 of them are now vying for control of these middle territories that they all want.
We hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Outlaws Wanted. Music for the show is from danosongs.com, audionautics.com, zapsplat.com, and the public domain. If you liked this show, you can check out more of our actual plays at the Wandering Gamer Network's website or Podbean, as well as interact with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We also post Let's Plays on YouTube under the channel Wandering Gamer Network, and on Twitch we can be found at Wandering_Gamer_Network. You can also find us on YouTube under the channel Wandering Gamer Network, and on Twitch we can be found at Wandering_Gamer_Network. Now remember, it's not the outlaw that makes trouble. It's trouble that makes the outlaw.